And there is a view that numerous policies which are formulated and the massive funds which are allocated don't really reach at the grassroots level. Why do you think it's just so?
Well, I mean, no scheme is perfect. So whenever you look at a scheme, it has some leakage. I mean, it's impossible to have a scheme where you have zero leakage. So the question is, when you say they don't reach at the bottom, do you mean that the leakage is 100%? Absolutely no. We've done a lot of studies. Leakages are high. They could be even as high as 30%. But 70% of the money that's being spent actually is getting there. The other reason that people think that maybe they're not having the effect that was expected is that the challenge is a very complex one. You know, you can have very good schemes, you can have schemes that actually get benefits to the poor, but you don't deliver the results. I mean, let me just give you the example of education. You start with a situation where you just don't have schools. There are just not enough schools. So you build the schools. Within 1 kilometer of every habitation, there should be a lower primary school or something. You can build the schools, but you know, in our kind of social conditions, I mean, if you don't build a boundary wall, if you don't have separate toilets for girls and boys, I mean, the girls just won't be sent to school. So you don't just build a school. You have to build a school with some basic amenities. Then there's a question of teachers. It's not easy to recruit teachers. So you spend some money, you try to get teachers recruited. You get the teachers recruited, then the issue is, are they doing good teaching? Now, we have actually achieved near universal enrollment. I mean, kids are enrolled in school. There are still a small number that are out of school, but you know, you're talking about 99% enrollment. So while that 1% unfinished agenda is important and must continue to be addressed, the enrollment task is over. But the question is that the quality of the schooling in the public sector is just not up to the mark. And I mean, this report brought out by Pratham every year, they do a test on school kids. That how many kids in class 5 can read a text meant to be read in class 2? And they find that 37% of the kids in class 5 cannot read a text meant in class 2. Now, if you say, therefore, the benefits aren't reaching the target population, in one sense, you're right. But what can a government do? It sets up schools, it hires teachers. So we say, well, you need more parent-teacher involvement, you must have the local community, forcing accountability, teachers must be made to teach. You know, these are things that are not just done by governments. These are things that are done by social pressure, by social awareness, by social mobilization, all the things that we talked about earlier. And I think that it wouldn't surprise me that it takes a long time. It's working much better in the South, not working so well in the North. It could be because, you know, the social transformations and sort of awareness of the more backward groups happened 20 years earlier in the South. So you're talking about transformation that will take a decade or more. And in that sense, I think there's a lot more that needs to be done. But it's simply not true that nothing is happening. Lots is happening.